Paranormal Central. Broadcasting live from Central California with your hosts Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting video worldwide at paranormalcentral.net and broadcasting audio on the network. Are you ready to witness something you cannot explain?
I'm looking for you. You're looking for me. We have to decide what it will be. Can it be true? Can I believe the unexplained? Look into the sky. You realize you're not alone. Open your eyes. You can find the trails that control.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from the bottom left-hand corner of the Nevada Triangle in a city called Fresno, California. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Gonzalez. I'm also the founder of a group called the Sanger Paranormal Society. Been investigating the paranormal going over 14 years, so I'm just not up here talking about it, actually living it. I got a team, and one member of that team is sitting right here to the right-hand side of me, Mr. Alan Thomas.
Hi, y'all. How you doing?
Thank you for showing up wherever you may be around the world on a Sunday, 6 o'clock p.m. West Coast time, Pacific time in California. We call our city, Fresno, Paranormal Central. Reason for that, I just live in a weird place, man. A weird place. So,
Centrally located, centrally weird.
absolutely. Thank you for showing up wherever you may be on Sunday. Appreciate it. 6 o'clock again p.m. on Pacific time. If you are watching this right now, well, then you're watching this in HD video, live video feed on live stream. If you want to watch us at a later date, you can catch us on the Rebound on our Paranormal Central YouTube channel, and or hear a live stream. But you can go, like I said, you can go to YouTube, and we have years and years of videos on there if you want to go check us out. All right, well, what we're going to talk about today is actually, y'all know what happened on Tuesday of last week. Yes, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about supernatural stuff. We're going to talk about what we think is going to be happening here pretty soon. We're going to talk a little bit about Bigfoot. Mr. Danny Valderrama is going to come on by phone. He had a little experience. He was on vacation again. I know, what a bum. He was in South Lake Tahoe. I believe the city was Stateline, Nevada. And he was staying up there at either bed and breakfast or hotel, and he decided to go hiking. And
he got lucky.
He found a footprint. And you can tell by the footprint that there's no way he could have made that up, just because. And you'll see it if you haven't seen it on the actual page itself on live stream. Well, that's it. What's even better is he got some audio of something screaming. I have a hard time hearing. This I heard plain as day. It was clear enough for me to hear it. So when I plug it in and I turn it on for you guys to hear, I'm going to try to adjust the volume so that way, depending on the mid-range or the bass or the treble, I'll try to get it to where I can really bring out those yells so that way you can hear it. It's the same damn yells that we hear up here in the Sierras east of Fresno.
Yep. And we recorded them at least 3 or 4 times.
Yes. Yeah. So you can't tell me it's a freaking same cougar running up back and, well, this doesn't even sound like that, right? You guys have heard screams and yells on finding Bigfoot and on YouTube, YouTube channels, videos, and then it's all the same yell, basically, right around the same. So, for those people who say that this Bigfoot doesn't exist, they do exist. And I'm saying they because there's more than one, all right? the Bigfoot that's here in Fresno does not run up there to Stateline, Nevada, yell at Danny, and then come back this way. That's not the way it works.
run over to Ohio and scare somebody and
Yeah.
then run back over here.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so and I'm hoping that in the near future we will be able to give you more evidence and show you more stuff and let you hear more stuff that's going to tell you, hey, there might be something here, because the stuff is make-believe stuff you watch on TV. I mean, it's not supposed to be real, guys, but we're finding it. Why? Because we are investigators. We go out. What's that noise? The dogs?
It's Bigfoot letting know.
It sounds like
a
that.
dog.
It's a dog. Okay. Yeah, we have our in our studio. We have our guard dogs walking around the studio. So if anybody tries to break in, they'll tear them apart.
Yeah, you just remember that, all you alphabet people trying to cut our cord.
Yeah, that was weird. We never
we never told.
No, I
anybody,
never
huh?
told them that.
Yeah. You should tell them.
Okay.
Because it wasn't like where it could happen like an accident.
No, it wasn't. All right, anyways, our studio, and we have internet feed by Comcast TV. So we have a coax cable coming from the inside of the studio all the way out to the entrance of where the cable comes from underground from the street and blah, blah, blah. And in the back of the studio, we were in here one day on the internet just getting stuff ready, and all of a sudden it completely stopped. I'm like, what the hell? And I was freaking out.
We were actually lucky it did it before the show.
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes before, and I was freaking out. I'm going, now, what now? And so I'm walking around to the back of the studio, and I should have taken a picture of it, but I had to move quick and repair it. But there was a slice in the coax cable. Now, this has happened before near the trees over there by the studio where my gardener accidentally probably cut it, just barely cut it. And so I found that out, a couple of years ago or last year or whatever. But this one here is on the cement on the backside of the studio. And it looked like someone came in really quick and went clip and ran because it didn't cut it all the way and it sliced it. And, my wife was going, it was a rat or a possum or whatever. I'm going, no, it was diagonal like this. Like
there's no bushes.
No.
If the gardener did it, he had to go out of his way in between two buildings, 10 feet.
Yeah, and trust me, this guy is not a double agent for the FBI or CIA or DEA, or Department of Justice. This guy is a Spanish-speaking dude that I found a long time ago, and he's been my gardener now going on 5 years probably, or maybe longer. So there's no way he would have done this. Trust me. I don't know what happened, but I was running around trying to find parts and bits and pieces to put everything together, and I got it. But that happened about 3 weeks ago, I think, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So, all right, guess what? We're gonna go ahead and get a hold of Danny because Danny's gonna go to dinner and take some friends out. I guess they're going back home. So we're gonna call Danny right now, and we're gonna get him on the air. I'm gonna show you some pictures, and then we're gonna let you hear the audio as well. So, how come I don't hear anything? You there? Oh. I got so many buttons up here. It's like sometimes it's hard. Hope he realizes we're going to call him this. And
We're actually looking for people that wants to further their career, put something on their resume.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
dumbass.
Oh, you should have waited a second.
No, he called me. He called on this number. Okay. He gave me a different.
Should have left him that message.
He gave me a different number. Okay. All right. I'm calling you on that number.
I knew you'd figure it out eventually.
It's about time. I didn't look at the thing until afterwards. I figured you probably sent me a text. You're alive. It's a miracle. I would have thought Bigfoot would have kicked your ass.
Push you off a heart attack. Push him off a cliff.
No kidding. Oh, we got to talk about that too. All right. Well, if for those who don't know who this guy is, he's been with us for a long time. He was our Bigfoot reporter, but he decided to just dump us and
go on vacation.
No, he actually got a job offer for finding Bigfoot, and he took it. No, just kidding.
Actually, he's been busy, really busy.
Yeah,
traveling all over the freaking United States.
on freaking vacation. That's why you're busy, you slime ball.
Yeah, I bet he's been
I
like.
got to work for the next 2 months.
Yeah, huh?
Oh,
Christmas.
Oh, you're gonna work your ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody order big stuff, and especially on Danny's route.
They say payback's a bitch, huh? Yeah.
You're gonna be making some cool money though, right?
Oh, sure.
Overtime.
Tech man.
He's gonna be giving it to his wife.
Yeah.
Be like, I owe
Man's
you.
gonna take it.
Yeah, whatever. Just go exempt. Okay. All right. So Danny, you went on vacation again. Where did you go?
Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe. Oh, I'm so sorry. So where did you stay?
We stayed at a resort called The Ridge at
Oh.
the top of the mountain at Stateline, Nevada. And you can see, if you look over one side, you can see Lake Tahoe. And if you look over the other side, you can see into Nevada, Minden.
Okay, so
Pretty cool.
let me go ahead and put up. You know what? Did I put up that one?
Well, the trail that you took that day, I mean, from your pictures and a little bit of video, it looks like a lot of people use it. So you wouldn't think that. You'd probably thought, I'm safe. It's right near everything.
Okay, so right now I have the picture that you took from top of the mountain. You're like over the valley or whatever. I got
You
that.
can see
on.
my house.
Yeah.
Just right over there.
Whatever. So
Pine
you're
tree on
at
the left.
Nevada.
you're at 7,000 elevation, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's looking into Minden.
The what?
Minden, Nevada.
Oh.
Minden.
Okay. If you say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the road. That road that you can see straight ahead on that mountain.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
When Finding Bigfoot went to Lake Tahoe, that's the road they used to show the aerial view of their truck driving down the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same road.
Okay. So you decided to go hiking by yourself.
Yeah, Friday morning.
Yeah. And
Nice, cool hike.
so what? You took your camera. What type of audio device did you have? Was it just your cell phone?
Just my cell phone.
Okay.
Cell phone in one hand, camera in the other. I thought about picking up a stick, but I didn't have enough hands.
Okay.
So just said, oh well, let's
Right.
go.
So you went walking, and how until after you left? How many minutes into the hiking trip did you find the so-called print?
Well, there's a trail that starts right at where you're staying. There's a little sign there that says Tahoe Rim Trail.
Okay. And
So,
I think I have that
It starts
trail.
like-
I have that.
Starts right behind the tennis court.
Okay, and I have that
Just go
picture
down
up
that
right
trail.
now. I have that picture up right now with that trail. I think that's the one you sent.
Wait, why did they call it rim? Is it like a?
Because it takes you up to the top so you can see Lake Tahoe. You can look down over Lake Tahoe.
Cool.
But I didn't want to see down into Lake Tahoe. I wanted to go the other side to get a picture. My whole point in going was to get a picture of the resort that we were staying
Okay.
from up on the mountain, looking down on it. So I thought that'd be a good trail to take. So I instead of going right down the rest of the Tahoe Rim Trail, I went to the left and took this trail. It's just parallel with our resort to look down on our resort.
Okay. This
And
is
it was about
the
trail has you can see like branches and a lot of rocks on the trail, and it just kind of right on the edge there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was
Well.
walking for about a half an hour before I found the footprint.
Okay. And I'm showing you resort right now. That's resort's so small. God, couldn't you find anything bigger?
It's pretty huge.
It says Trump.
Yeah,
owns it.
Trump
No.
Towers. you bum. Okay. So yeah. All right. So in half an hour into it, you found this.
Yeah, there was patches of snow because a week before we got there, it had snowed, and it's going to snow again on Tuesday, but it didn't snow the whole time that we were there.
Okay.
It's probably in the 50s, a little 60s,
Okay.
but it was pretty nice.
So what we're looking at here, guys, is what he found.
I was looking down. I was looking up.
Uh-huh.
I was checking the trees. I was looking up the hill, and I saw like dog prints. I saw people footprints, like people were walking their dogs. And I got off the trail a little bit to try to get a better picture of the resort. And I saw looked like a cougar print because it was bigger than all the dog prints, and you can see the claws in it. So decided to get back on the trail.
Well, cougars don't have claw prints.
It's huge. It was a big one. You could see claws on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Okay, so
then I walked back. I saw this patch of ice, or snow. So I looked down on it, and I saw that I wasn't expecting to find anything.
hell no. You're just a lucky bastard, you. Okay, so you found it. I mean, that's your foot, obviously, and you said it's a size 11, so it's a good size. At first, Alan, you thought it was a bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you could see, like, as you're looking at it, it looks like the front track is,
About halfway down, it kind of makes a circle.
Yeah, and then you see the back foot, and that's how bears walk. They
Double step.
their back foot steps into their front print, right? But
Makes it look a lot longer.
in a bear track, for sure, always, they have big old claws that go out like an inch or more, and they dig into the dirt or snow
Right.
when they walk, and they can't help it, right? I mean, these big old claws just go in there. You know?
Right.
Well, there's no claw marks on that. And usually you even
And it was kind of going uphill.
You could see on the back foot, usually that's how you could tell it's a bear for sure, is the back foot claws will be in the track of the front track, right? In the middle of it.
Okay.
And then you'll see claw marks at the front of the track. But there's no claw marks at all. So, okay, what really is it?
Okay. So, you saw that, and you said to yourself...
It crossed the trail. It wasn't on the trail. Like, it kind of went diagonally across the trail, and it was going up the hill, because you can see where something was walking up the hill. But this was the only print that I found with toes in it. I checked a couple of other prints, and it was just like it's kind of like soft mud because it said snowed and everything's kind of wet.
Right.
So you couldn't. This was the only one that had toes in it.
I mean,
I didn't know if maybe somebody like stuck their fingers in there to make a footprint type of thing. But
no, I don't...
They would be bigger because the snow's melting all over. So.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would do that. So why would they do that? They don't. The last thing on their mind is Bigfoot, Sasquatch. When you're up there, you're not thinking that at all.
Yeah, and if they thought he was there, they wouldn't be on the trail.
Right, they'd be running
in the hotel.
Yeah, only geeks like Danny, myself, and Alan would think that.
Yeah.
Hey, let's pull a prank. There's two people coming up that let's put a fake Bigfoot here. But no, that just you have to think common sense here. Try to debunk it, which we tried, but then Danny. As you were there, you heard something.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet. I mean, when you're walking down the trail, if you turn a corner, you can hear all the birds going off real quick and letting everybody know that you're coming.
Okay.
But after that, it gets totally quiet, and I could hear my heart beating. Keep on going higher, and my heart was pounding. I'd have to stop and rest. I could totally hear my heart beating. Okay. And then after this, I saw that, and I was looking at it and taking pictures, and I put my camera next to it and took a picture of my phone to send to you guys. While I was sitting there, I was actually recording the whole thing and letting you guys know, hey, I didn't make this.
Right.
This is here. And you can hear something scream in the background.
Okay.
And then right after you guys hear that scream,
right,
it sounds like a wood knock.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up here.
Dang, I only listened to it once. As soon as I heard it, I knew it was a Bigfoot, though. I mean, soon as I heard it. We've heard it so many times now.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and let me see if I can. So how far into it?
You can hear how quiet it is.
I'm gonna silence.
It's a 2-hour hike. So.
Okay. I'm gonna silence our microphone so it can be very quiet. So hold on.
So let's keep moving. Right on the Tahoe Rim Trail, huffing and puffing. I hear voices.
Is that the video you sent me had the audio in it, right? Why didn't I hear it that time? Is that the very beginning, or because I didn't even hear you say? Did you hear that?
It's more towards the center, or the end.
I hear voices. So let's keep moving. Right.
Am I
On the
playing the
Tahoe
right
River
video,
Trail.
dude?
Huffing and
Oh,
puffing.
I'm telling
Start
you too.
talking and say,
Hold
I
on.
didn't make this track.
Okay, now I am. How many videos did you send me?
One was when I went live. That's the first one you just played.
Oh,
And then the second one was the one that has the actual picture of the print when you start playing it.
oh. Sorry, guys. I'm playing the wrong one. Hold on. No.
It sounded like a monkey in there, Danny, on that one. When you said you heard people.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying to find it.
That's how they sound, too. They get that monkey sound going.
Why don't I have? Hold on. I'm trying to find it here, guys. Stand by.
It was when, like,
That one.
when you heard it. Did all of a sudden you think you're too far away from the hotel?
Yep.
Oh, it's way up here. Hold on.
Man, I would be like,
Oh, okay. Here it is. I played the wrong video. No
walking
wonder.
around with a camera and no gun.
Okay, here we go.
Like that.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna silence you too, Danny. Here goes.
Don't think it's real because those are maybe more like fingers than toes. But it's the only one so far. Yeah, did you just hear that?
Okay, we heard that.
Kind of sound like a scream.
All right. So,
Keep
for those who are looking at me on the screen, I'm going to go like this, and then
I didn't make that.
let me see if I can turn up the volume a little bit more. So I'm going to silence ourselves. Here we go.
Don't think it's real because those are maybe more like fingers than toes. But it's the only one so far. Yeah, did you just hear that?
Okay.
Kind of sound like a scream.
See on chat and see if they heard that. If not, then maybe I can turn up the volume.
Said they heard it. Somebody said howling, and
Okay.
one person said barely.
Okay. So, you said, Danny, that there was a knock at the very end of that too.
I'm talking. There's a knock.
There's a knock after. Where about afterwards?
Just as I turn it off, you can hear the knock. Just as I'm turning it off.
Just as you're turning it off.
So right at the end of the video.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Again.
go ahead and silence this again, you guys. I'm gonna turn up the volume, and then I can see the number markings on here. I'll go like this when it's about to go off, so you can hear try to hear the knock. Here we go, and then I'll go like this for the howling, and like this for the knock. All right, here we go.
I'll keep going.
Stand by. It's trying to load for some reason. That was weird. Hold on. Trying to get it for you. Stand by, guys. Stand by. That's weird sounding, huh? Yeah. All right. Here we go.
I didn't make that. Don't think it's real because those are maybe more like fingers than toes. But it's the only one so far. Yeah, did you just hear that? I'll keep going. All right.
Okay, that was a loud boom.
Like a crash.
Yeah, Danny.
Like a
At the
garbage
very
can.
end, that was a loud crash. That was a tree knock?
It sounded like it.
Or a gun.
It was all happening pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now, but did you hear it, though?
I heard it.
And what did it
And
say?
I was turning it off right as I did it. I was just looking around.
Right.
I didn't see anything.
But did it
It
sound?
was only a half an hour into the walk, so
So did it sound like? Did it sound like a wood knock to you? It sounded different, though. It didn't sound like a
it
wood
sounded
knock.
like one of those home run type ones. It was like really loud. It echoed.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The echo.
Yeah.
All right, listen to it again, guys. Here we go.
Plus it could be distorted when he's turning it off. If it
Yeah,
touches
even
it.
the scream was a lot louder than it.
Oh,
played.
sure. I mean, that's just the way it is. Right. I totally understand. Okay, here we go.
I didn't make that. I don't think it's real because there's maybe more like fingers than toes. But it's the only one so far. Yeah, did you just hear that? Kind of sound like a scream. I'll keep going.
Okay. Well, we definitely heard that at the very end. I heard the screams too. I mean, for
I
you,
heard them too.
for you to get it on audio, they must have been really loud.
Yeah. And it was only a half an hour into the hike, and it was a 2-hour hike total from the top of the mountain and then back down, like an hour each way.
Wow.
And this was only half an hour in, but I just kept going. It was pretty cool.
Wow. Now, I told you to ask the people at the front desk if they had any. You didn't.
I
did
didn't ask them.
you chicken?
I don't want to get kicked out.
What thing you're?
Every year that we've gone there, though, they've caught a bear at the resort. This is probably the only year that they didn't catch a bear. Because the bears will go onto the resort and into the parking garages and all that stuff, and they have bear traps set up to catch them and take them somewhere else. This is the only time we've been there that they haven't caught one.
Huh.
Pretty cool.
Maybe because they got scared to come close
Maybe.
enough.
I've seen deer there too, and I didn't see any deer. We did see a deer when we were coming up that road on that mountain, and it just jumped over the side. It was on the road when we came around the corner, and it jumped over the side to get away from us.
Right. Huh.
So there are deer there.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you. I mean, there's animals, there's deer everywhere. But that's cool. I mean, you lucky turkey, you.
It was fun.
Yeah, I bet. So what did you do when you got back? Did you tell your wife, hey, look what I found? She's probably going, shut
Well, I
up.
could get reception from up there, so
Oh.
I sent it to her while I was up there.
Well,
It was a pretty strong signal.
yeah, so she probably went, get your ass home now.
I was just telling the people in chat, like they're like, it sounds like it's really far away. It does on the recording, but when you like all the recordings we got there, it sounds like it's really far away. But when you're there live, it sounds like it's only just right there, you know.
Yeah, the phone's not made to pick up sounds far away either,
Right.
but it didn't sound like really far away. I mean, it sounded like it was above me.
Right.
It was coming from like the top of the hill.
Wow. Telling you to get out of there. That's probably
Yeah,
exactly
like
what
turn
he-
around,
What,
dude.
what he was doing. Telling
I
you
wanted to see it. I didn't expect to see anything, but
Mhm.
I was kept on looking around the whole time I was there. I didn't pass anybody the whole time on
Wow.
the way up or the way down. I saw one guy on another trail on the other side of the mountain. He was on a different trail than me, but I could see him. He didn't see me, but I could see him walking up that trail.
Well, cool. Very cool. All right.
It is.
cool.
Very cool.
That is really cool.
So, all right, Danny, thank you very much for sharing your
All right.
experience. Go to dinner, have fun, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay. Well,
Thanks,
see you
dude.
Bye, Danny.
See ya.
guys. Bye.
All right, Mr. Valderrama gets lucky again. Actually, why is it? Now, people are going to go, you guys are just freaking hoaxing this shit. You guys are liars. How can you guys go and find, what you guys find, get audio like you guys get? It's because we're up there. Danny, just a freaking lucky turkey on this time. He just lucked out, all right? I don't know what to tell you.
There's lots of reports of Bigfoots around Tahoe.
Absolutely.
A lot. Just like Shaver, though. Up here by us, Shaver Lake, lots of reports of Bigfoots over there.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and segue right into it. Something happened there yesterday, guys. Let me show you. It's
Man, this kind of trips me out.
This is not right. This is
I
not
don't
right
even
at
know
all.
where there's any cliffs around.
Shaver
there.
Lake, Saturday, you guys. A father and a teenage son both died because they fell off a cliff. All right. Okay. Stop right there. All right. I am, if I'm in the mountains, I'm going to be, I'm a pretty smart guy. I know when there's a cliff, not to go near it because I may fall and die. Okay. We're talking Shaver Lake. I've been there a couple of times, but not like Alan. Alan says that he doesn't recall any places where there's really any place you can fall off a cliff and really hurt yourself.
Well, there's one place. It's on the other side of the dam, and this happened on the total other side of the lake. And see, like where we were hiking at. Did you see any cliffs that you could fall off and die?
No. Now, let me tell you something else. What else is really weird about this incident? That they dispatched the sheriff's helicopter to come out Saturday to retrieve the bodies. But as it got there, it lost power. And it had to make an emergency landing. So it didn't crash land. It did an emergency landing actually near the lake on a flat surface. But it lost power. All right.
That is weird all by itself.
Yeah. So they could not retrieve the bodies until the day, or today, to this morning. They couldn't retrieve it. They had to haul the helicopter back on an 18-wheeler or whatever, a flatbed, back to the shop. But they couldn't retrieve the bodies because the helicopter was down. I have this posted on my wall if you want to go to my Facebook wall. If you read into this article, a little girl also died at the same location there not too long ago, a couple of years ago. She died by falling off the cliff. Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, something is not right, you guys.
Like, where is this cliff? I want to find it now.
Yes, I want to go. And you know what? Let me. This is going to get even weirder. They said that there was a witness who saw the two go over the cliff.
Right.
And they're the ones who called 911. That's it. You don't get the name of the witness. You don't, nothing. But they just specified that there was a witness who saw them go over the cliff. And they're the ones who called 911. That's why they were there, because of the call. That in itself, is weird to me. How many times? You have to be at the right place at the right time to see somebody go over a cliff.
I watched one time. I lived in Yosemite, and I watched a guy fall into the Yosemite Falls at the top. Mm-hmm. He had a red jacket, and all you could see was way up there. So all you could see was the red jacket. But it would go inside the water, and then every once in a while you see a red jacket, and then it would go inside the water all the way down,
Well, see, but at that point in time, there are people who are enjoying the view of the waterfall.
Right.
Okay, so you have dozens and dozens of people. So
it's slickery.
So if somebody was up there walking around the rock and they fell, well, too bad. But here you have a cliff where, in the middle of freaking nowhere, but yet there's somebody watching this cliff and happen to see two people go over this cliff. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, over there, that's all cabins, and there's no cliffs. I can't think of it. I've been all over that freaking place, and I never
like I said,
seen a cliff. I want to go find it.
2 years ago, they had an incident where a girl went over the cliff as well and died.
See, I want to find that now. Like, I can't think of one where it would be so far down you would die. You know.
Okay, so we're going to leave it right there with that because you guys know what we talk about here as far as the mysterious deaths of the Sierras of Fresno, California, Bass Lake, Shaver, Yosemite. There's a lot of people who die, a lot of people, and it's because either they go missing and they find their body at a later date, or they fall off a cliff.
Yeah, you know, like some of the best Bigfoot sightings happen around Shaver Lake. Like, what was it, 2 years ago? These hunters happened onto a Bigfoot up in a tree, and there was like 5 of them, I think, and they started shooting at it because they thought it was a monster. You know, I mean, when you run across something like that, that's a monster. You know, because you don't see that. You know, and it was, you know, they said about 25 feet up in a tree, and they started shooting at it. It was jumping from tree to tree, leaping from tree to tree, and it got away from them. And they're on the ground running, chasing it, and it's jumping tree to tree, and it got away. I mean, that is amazing. Like, how did it get away jumping tree to tree?
Sure sounds like the movie Predator to me.
That does sound like Predator.
Right? Okay.
Wow.
All right. So let's go ahead and continue. So that is your Bigfoot for tonight. Thank you, Danny. Let's talk about the election. Okay. Let's talk about, now we're not going to get into the politics part. We're going to get into the supernatural part of it. Forecasting visions, what's coming up in the near future. Alan has some stuff that we're going to talk about.
I would like for you to ask the question you asked me. Did I feel any?
Okay.
I think that is a
Elizabeth Martinez text me, or she put it on her Facebook wall, and she said, and I think it was the day after, does anybody feel different? Either you could be, either you were going with Hillary or you were against Trump, or with Trump and against Hillary, whatever. For those who, I don't think this is going to pertain to the people who were for Hillary.
No, I think it does.
Does it?
Yeah, I think that's why they're doing what they're doing.
Okay. Did anybody feel different, excited, just beyond words, over emotional, very emotional, the day after, the 2 days after? Okay.
For me, it was like a weight being lifted. It was like weird.
It's
like a new morning.
Matter of fact, that's what Elizabeth even said. It said like a weight lifted from. Yes.
Really?
Yes, that's exactly what she said.
That is exactly how I felt.
It's like, you guys know who I was for throughout this election, okay? And there's a reason why I was for Trump, and Alan was for Trump as well, because there are reasons. And we talked about that last week and the week before. Now, since it has happened, now you can say it, and it's going to sound freaking weird. Yeah. I don't blame you. President Donald J. Trump, reality show star, multi-billionaire real estate mogul, is now our president. Wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to be a politician to become president? Aren't you supposed to be somewhere as a governor, or maybe a congressman, or a representative, or a mayor to begin with?
I'm so glad that is not the case.
Or
this time,
to become president? How in the hell did Donald Trump become president, guys? Seriously, who stayed up on Tuesday night to watch the elections? I was on the couch with my son Andrew, and we were just like, he was on his freaking calculator on his phone with the electoral votes, trying to figure out, is Michigan going to come in? Is Florida, Ohio? I mean, we were just like, I have a split screen. I had Fox News and CNN. CNN, they were besides themselves. MSNBC were besides themselves. Fox were tripping as well.
They
were tripping.
They didn't even want to call him being
They
a
were
winner.
tripping. And they're going, they're like, they were just blown away.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was blown away. How can this have happened?
My sister was saying that our local station, Channel 30, she said that there was, all of them in the studio were for Hillary, and there was one person for Trump, and she kept laughing at what they were saying and doing. They weren't releasing it either, right? They're not saying he won.
Right.
And she's like, he won, and they're like, no, he didn't. She was actually laughing at him.
I mean, that
they finally cut her mic off and wouldn't let her speak anymore.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's
okay.
fair.
So let's continue with this. All right. Now, I mean, I was expecting Trump to lose. The way the media was talking up the electoral votes were going to go her way, there was no doubt in anybody's mind Clinton was going to win Tuesday night.
Even Trump, I read an article that he thought, he actually wrote his speech for losing.
Right.
He did not think he was going to win either. He thought it would be, but even though he was saying it, in his back of his mind, he was like, everyone was telling him he was losing. He was down in the polls. Even his own people were telling him that.
Sure. That's what I was witnessing on my Facebook, social media, in the news. Just everybody was saying Donald Trump has no freaking chance.
Yeah.
You might as well just concede right now, call Hillary, go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, and continue being the person that you are. But that's not what happened. So let's talk about that. Why? How? It's a freaking trip, guys. Seriously. All right. Why Donald Trump? We talked about this last week and the week before. All right. Who is this guy? Why is he now in the position where he's at? You guys all know, and you guys have been following me on Facebook, about WikiLeaks, about the email scandals. Even much weirder is the supposedly criminal activity via rituals and satanic and all that supposedly the Clintons were involved in. Okay, if you don't know about that, that is pretty well known for the people who want to listen. And we have talked about it on here. I've actually talked about it a little bit on my Facebook wall for the people who want to listen. I lost about 50 people on Facebook in the past 5 days. Okay. And it's because of the election. All right. It's whatever. If you guys, they'll probably still watching my Facebook wall. I mean, they unfriended me, big freaking deal. If I block them, then they can't watch my wall. Now, I did block a couple of people because they were just getting way out of hand. So I said, see ya. But let's talk about how and why is he the president of the United States? We talked about this now for the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe even a month and a half.
Maybe for even a couple of months.
Yeah. And a lot of people were ragging on us. Matter of fact, they were making fun of people on social media about the ideas that we were trying to throw at you guys, theories about what if he was meant to win? Mm-hmm. What if? I mean, come on, seriously. All those who were watching on Tuesday night, Florida, he just won Florida. Okay. Ohio, he just won Ohio. Really? North Carolina, he needs all three of those to win. He just won all three. Okay, but there's no way. Michigan. I mean, have you seen the color of the United States? How it's all freaking red?
Man, I saw one that showed, like, okay, I don't know what the people are scared of, really. Mm-hmm. The ones that wanted Hillary. Because really, all the stuff that they're claiming that they're scared of has been going on. You know what I mean? There's been riots. There's been shootings to cops, and the Black Lives Matter. I mean, all this stuff is happening, right?
Now, last year, I said, when Trump became the official running for president until he finally made. I said, you guys, and I know you guys have watched this show. I said to this point, if Trump did win, there is no way the elite establishment, Obama, Clinton, Bushes, Soros, Bilderbergs, elite, Illuminati, are not going to allow Trump to become president of the United States. Why? Because they have a mission in their life, and they are trying to get to that point. But something happened, and something hit. Or they hit a roadblock. Who was that roadblock? Trump.
Somebody that was in their circles, knows them,
Right.
knows their games, knows how they do business, even takes advantage of some of the same
Tax laws.
Yeah, and she tried to call him on it, and he's like, "Hey, you made the law."
Oh no, it was actually. Did you know that? The law he used to write off the $980 million. Bill Clinton made that law because for his real estate friends. Okay,
there was nothing illegal about it.
So after that came out on social media, which I posted, it came to a halt. They stopped with release your taxes. They stopped because it was Bill Clinton who put that law into effect that allowed him to, to write off that $980 million for the next 10 or 15 years.
And then my question is to everyone.
Everybody uses it.
Everyone. If we don't have the kind of money, but only if we were in the position where we were able to use that, would we? Sure, we would.
Absolutely.
Everyone would. It would be like pay all the money or take the write off. It's like take the write off. Come on.
Okay, yeah. So everybody was trying to dig up dirt on this dude. Now, the dude is Trump. They were trying and trying and trying. The audio from Billy Bush and Entertainment Tonight on the bus or Access TV, which one it was, and all these women who came out all of a sudden and was trying to accuse him of molestation, rape, try to hit on me on an airplane, blah, blah, blah. Well, today it came out, and I posted it on my Facebook wall, that the one with Gloria Aldred, who was actually on the reality show with him, came out and said, "Please don't sue me. Please don't sue me. I'm sorry.
But see, she was under the same impression everyone else was. He was going to lose.
Right. Well, regardless, lose or win,
she still could get sued.
Trump, last week came out and said, when this election is over, I'm coming after every single one of you, and I am going to sue you for defamation of character, emotional distress. I am coming after you.
Could you imagine the stress of that?
Well, that...
they were tearing him a new one.
And it's because, with that in mind, they did it so it could go against him and so it could go... so he can lose the election.
Yeah, another nail in his coffin.
Right. People were saying that's bull crap. Why is he doing that? That's just bull. He's being a bully. No, he is being somebody that I have been waiting for since Reagan to come up and to not take any more bullshit from this elite establishment who is running all of your lives and my life and Alan's life. All right? I'm sick of them telling us what not to drink, what to eat, take this medicine, take that medicine.
Taxing everything.
You can't practice this religion, take that out of the religion. Okay? Don't you think that...
It's okay for them, though. They can say whatever they want, but you can't have your view.
Yes. You're not smart enough to make your decisions. That's what they're doing. They're trying to take the decision making from you because they know better than you.
And then with Common Core, they're trying to dummy you up so you never can make a decision.
Thank you. Okay. Now, but I think it gets even deeper than that, you guys.
Yeah.
It gets way deeper. Now we're going to go into supernatural stuff, all right? we talked about last week the people who surrounded themselves with Hillary at the rallies the night before. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Madonna. And I forgot to mention last week, all of those that I just mentioned, just recently in the past 5 years, all performed at the halftime at the Super Bowl. Why?
And all of it in Illuminati
Exactly.
style.
Because they had to...
And the Olympics.
They had to give you some liminal signals to keep you in that mentality. Because they're trying to dumb us down. And the people that are really being dumbed down are going to take this and you're going to, they're trying to put images in your mind. They're trying to tell you what to do, who to worship. All right? And like I said, don't you find it kind of odd that the persons that we've talked about here, and I've showed you photographs of Jay-Z doing the triangle, Katie with the eye, all of these subliminal, videos, messages, and Hillary had every single one supporting her.
And a lot of them have come straight out saying they signed their soul to the devil.
Right.
I mean, they actually said those words.
Okay. Now, some of you guys who are Hillary supporters are going, Jeff, now you are on meth and crack together.
But only really it's supernatural.
It's
the supernatural side.
It's something is happening right now that we here at Paranormal Central, we talk about monsters, ghosts, evil things, Bigfoot, UFO, supernatural, Bible, religion, evil, Satan, angels, giants. I believe that there is a negative, evil, whatever you want to call it out there. And people on earth worship this evil. And the reason why they worship this evil, in return, they get what they want in life. Money, fame, anything they want.
Even some supernatural powers.
And they have to promote their ways to try to recruit as many as they can for when the days of the end days come around. It's all about them trying to recruit as many to take with them when the time comes. If you believe in God and if you believe in down there or wherever you think that is, if there's no down there, that's fine. I believe that you go to a better place. And I was placed here on earth to be a good person and to try to help bring you guys this way. Even though I like looking for ghosts and Bigfoot, and I mean, that stuff is just awesome. I mean, who doesn't like doing that? Danny here, Bigfoot yells. I mean, that's cool stuff. There's freaking monsters we're finding out there. So if there are monsters, Bigfoot, evil, that we have seen, that we have gone to people's homes and got evil out of their homes, and it's just freaking crazy. SHIT, guys.
Man, even on the phone, too.
It's
talk to somebody on the phone and they're looking at something evil right then when you're talking to them and you're telling them how to get rid of it.
It's like I would have never thought in a million years I would be right where I'm at today. It is so exciting to be living right now. I mean, the stuff that is happening, you guys, are you kidding me? I mean, we are not even done yet.
No way. We just barely started.
And what I mean by that is, for those who don't give a shit about Trump, wait until he starts doing what he said he's going to start doing. And the evil, I believe, and Alan and I were talking about this right before the show. The evil is now they're gonna make known of this evil. How do I say that?
They've been doing stuff in the dark or in the closet or secret, right?
Right.
Well, now God brought, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm probably gonna take a big old hit, but look at how Trump won. That was like a miracle. Okay, I mean everything was against him, and he won.
Look,
all right.
The Hollywood media, Hollywood actors, the media, everybody,
the Illuminati was.
Everybody was against him.
Man.
Seriously, everybody was against him, but he still won.
They're still against him. It's not over.
Oh, it's not over. Oh no, we're gonna continue. Yeah.
Right, but he made it in.
Right.
He knows everything about him.
Right.
He's been in their circles.
Right.
It's all going to be exposed. Everything's going to be exposed.
Now, what does Alan mean by that? The stuff that gives you nightmares are going to be exposed. That's what he means.
The actual spirit behind why they are doing what they're doing is going to be exposed. The things they're doing in order to have that power over everyone, it's going to be exposed. Everything is going to be exposed. That's why they don't want Trump in office. And we're going to get into deeper.
And what Alan is saying is that the evil that these people have been worshiping, or the rituals that they have been doing behind the scenes,
what
is going to the Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, Bohemian Grove.
All that is going to come out, boom, right in your face.
Yeah.
The spirit cooking that was divulged in the WikiLeaks emails, that's just a start.
It started.
Trust me when I say those 650,000 emails that there was on freaking Wiener's laptop and Uma and Clinton's, there is so much crap in there that I can tell you right now that, from what I understand, the Clinton Foundation has been under investigation by the FBI for over a year now. Okay, so I have a feeling, while they're working on it behind the scenes, they can't do anything right now because Obama is still president of the United States. But my fear, and I think it's going to happen, and I did some heavy research, that I think Obama is going to give Hillary and Bill Clinton and anybody involved their pardon. He's going to pardon all of them. All right? He may pardon everyone, but what they have been doing behind closed doors, it's still going to come out.
Yeah, it's going to ruin them.
Okay? And people are going to go, what have they been doing to whom,
and
for how long, and why? All that is going to come out. Trust me when I say it. All that is going to come out. And you guys who don't believe in the evil side of the world, you guys are going to go, why would they be worshiping? Why would they be doing this? Well, there's a reason. Because the shit is real.
They've been telling us. They've been telling us in movies, in songs, they flat out, some of them that went to her thing has flat out came out and said that's why they do it. Like Beyonce said that she isn't even her when she's on the stage. Some other thing takes over and she has a name for it and it does it. And I don't know how many times I've seen her come out and say that.
It's little hints. If you can hear them and catch their little hints, it's like they're trying to scream out for help.
Yeah.
And this is the only way they can do it. Is it going to help them? Probably not. Because once you sign on the contract, I think you're done. But it's something very powerful that has to happen for you to get back out. A lot of these major rock stars, Prince, Michael Jackson, Elvis, all these people who were way up there living the dream because they signed on the dotted line and they wanted out. But the elite did not want to let them out, so they got rid of them. They killed them. All right? So, Trump. Why Trump? What? You know, this guy is so freaking arrogant. He has a freaking ego this big. He doesn't take shit from no one. Excuse my language. Whatever he says goes.
That's why. That's why Trump.
That's why Trump.
That's why. Because nobody could buy him. Nobody could order him around.
Right.
He's going to do what he was put there to do.
Right now, you know, all of the stuff that he said he was going to do, trust me, he's going to do it. Right now, the media is trying to put a spin on it. They are coming out now and saying, oh, Trump is going against his promises, his words. He is not going to do what he's going to do because he's changing this. They're making all that shit up, guys. They're making it all up.
Yeah.
All right?
It's a spirit. It's actually a spirit, an evil spirit that ran these guys that they contact in their little, whatever that was, you called it.
Who's that? That you? Eddie? Is Eddie on there? This might be Eddie. I'm not sure.
But this is a spirit, and even in the Bible it says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. It's principalities and spirits and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the spirit behind this stuff, the same ones that we run into when we're going to these people's houses and they call us, and it's the same thing. It's the same evil, the very same. Mm-hmm. And these guys embrace it and do evil, weird stuff, cooking, and
now
word. And we don't even know really all of it, but it's coming out.
Word is out, guys, and this is what the word is out on our side of the street. What we get, you guys probably don't hear this because we hear it on our side. And I'm gonna say something, and a lot of you guys who are for the Clintons are probably gonna say, Jeff, now you're freaking out of your mind. There's absolutely no way. But I haven't been wrong yet.
Nope.
Okay, guys, and I take that because, it's just I don't know. Am I getting lucky by predicting this crap? No, I don't think so. It's you have to know what to look for. All right. The Clintons, you're not gonna like this. But from what I understand, the Clintons are into child trafficking.
How do you think they make $200 million?
Okay. That is going to be coming out. That is going to be part of the disclosure that's really going to put everything out in the open. Okay, and I got two people calling me. I got Charles, and I think I got Eddie. Let me see if this is Eddie. Hold on. I got people calling me left and right. Probably going to get trouble for what I'm going to say. Okay, is this you, Eddie? Hold on. Eddie?
So far, nobody's fessed up in chat who it is.
It's not probably Eddie. Let's see. Charles, hold on. Okay, Charles, is that you?
Yes.
What's going on, man?
Hi, Charles.
Enjoying the show greatly. I wanted to make a comment. When I walked out that morning, I went to bed about on election night about 10:30. Thought there's nothing I can do. I went and I did my part, went out and voted, and I told everybody the truth. And I thought, I'm going to turn it over. God, it's yours. Then about 11:30 or 12, somebody called me and they said, "What's going on? What's going on?" They're saying this and this, and I said, "Give me a minute." And I turned the computer on and I looked, and then I looked at New York Times, and when I saw 95% probability for Trump to win, I said, he's going to win. And then there were these states they wouldn't call. He might be 5% or 8% ahead, and then there'd be 5% of the votes left. No way that she could get it, but they still wouldn't call them.
Absolutely, they did. None of them wanted to call it. And
one of the reasons why, though, this is the last time they'll ever make money on an election. They did so badly, so they thought, we'll just milk the cow the last time.
You know, I found it kind of weird that Clinton did not come out to that night to make the concession speech.
Right.
And I was saying, I was telling my my son that there's two reasons. I think either one, she was plastered drinking, because she's an alcoholic from what I understand.
Yes.
Clinton is, and either she was drunk out of her mind, or she was just pissed at the world, or her medical, whatever she's had, the medical condition that she has, did not allow her to come out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
They were really pushing giving her medications. They were to the level that I don't know how she survived
To that point.
What they had to give her to get her in the shape she could function in a debate or any kind of situation. And I think it's all of the above: drunk, mad as hell, psychotic, and just plain old demons.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now, since you're talking about that, did you guys find it interesting? And you probably, a lot of you guys, again, you guys have to pay attention on TV. I'm going to go ahead and put something on the screen. Right there. Right there. Did you notice the colors that the president was wearing? I'm going to let you go, Charles, okay?
See you back.
Thank you.
Bye, Charles. Royal purple.
Okay,
Is
let's.
that what that is?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you what those colors mean. All right, let me. Cheryl found it and sent it to me.
It's like royal, isn't it?
Well, sort of, kind of. Let me find it. Hold on, and I'll read it to you.
Like, I'm better than you.
Oh, not that.
I wear purple too.
Let me find it. Hold on.
Are they waiting for the purple rain?
Okay, well, that has something to do with it.
Really?
The color purple. Prince wrote about. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm just going to read to you what somebody says this means, and it sort of kind of makes sense. All right, so hold on, let me pull it up here. Defeated Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Rodham Clinton is not about to go quietly into the good night. On the morning after her surprising and unanticipated defeat at the hands of Republican Party Donald Trump, Ms. Clinton and her husband, former President Bill Clinton, entered the ballroom of the Art Deco New York Hotel in Midtown Manhattan, and they were both adorned in purple attire. The press immediately noticed the color and asked what it represented. Clinton spokespeople claimed it was to represent the coming together of the Democratic blue America and Republican red America into the united purple blend. The statement was a complete ruse, as if known by citizens of countries targeted the past by the vile political operations of international hedge funds tycoon George Soros. The Clintons, who both have received millions of dollars in campaign contributions and Clinton Foundation donations from Soros, were in fact helping to launch Soros' Purple Revolution in America. The Purple Revolution will resist all efforts by the Trump administration to push back against the globalist policies of the Clintons and soon-to-be ex-President Barack Obama. The Purple Revolution will also seek to make the Trump administration a short one through Soros-style street protest and political disruption. It is doubtful that President Trump aides will advise the new president to carry out a divisionary criminal investigation of Mrs. Clinton's private email servers and other issues related to the activities of Clinton Foundation, especially when the nation faces so many other pressing issues, including jobs, immigration, blah, 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 blah. So basically, they're saying they're not done yet. Soros is doing all this right now with all the riots. Don't you guys... It's
and the biased media.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, don't you think, with all the riots, the burning of every private property, don't you think Obama would have came out to say something, stop? Of course not.
He never has.
No.
All the violence we've had yet, he hasn't came out yet.
All right, let's call Eddie real quick and see what he has to say. Sorry about that.
I've actually been seeing this coming for a long time and been praying about it for a long time.
All right.
A long time.
So let's get the Clintons off the screen, huh? What do you say?
Yeah. Royally purpley off.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
Hi, Eddie.
All
What's
right.
going on, Alan? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Good. Doing all right.
All right. Okay.
Hey,
So what do you got?
All right. So anyway, I was trying to call you last week, Jeff, and you didn't answer. So I figured I called the wrong line. But I was going to tell you that, you know, I don't necessarily want to say too much, but I hang out with people that work in the entertainment industry. And so what they were saying was it was a waste of time investing your votes in the Democratic Party because the electoral vote is going to go a different direction. We literally had info on what was going to happen, like, ahead of time. So I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, okay, so should I tell somebody? Should I tell somebody now? So I was trying to tell you last week, and I didn't because you didn't answer the phone. I guess I was calling the other line. But anyway, so now it happened. And I'm not surprised, and I wasn't surprised. But last week, I was, like, saying stuff like, oh, my God, I can't believe idiots are voting for Donald Trump while they're ignoring everything else that's happening to everything else in this country. But I couldn't necessarily give away anything on my social media profiles. So I wasn't able to say anything. But now that it's happened, I can actually say that, yes, it was planned. This stuff was already expected. And these actors and these people, musicians and all of this stuff, these people, they knew it was going to happen. So when you see these people cry on their social network profiles and stuff, that's bullshit because I already knew this ahead of time. I'm just a regular dude who works on these projects that promote these people. But these people who are in the industry, they pretended like it wasn't going to happen, but they knew it was going to happen. So now all of this outcry bull crap from the actors, you know, and I'm not promoting all of these protesters is because they already knew this stuff was going to happen. So they can't. There's no way they can. It's not in their contract. So this all goes down to, like you were saying, this is the whole Illuminati thing. That's something else. That's something different.
So what's the purpose then of Trump winning in your eyes? Then is it totally? Am I thinking this all wrong, or what? What is your input?
I mean, what's your point of view?
Well,
I mean, what do you think?
No. I just said everything on the air. Were you not listening by any chance, or because?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, no. My view is that it's good versus evil, and I think evil is out the door. That's what I'm hoping. Because that's what I see in the future is evil is coming to a halt by Trump winning.
Well, yeah, since he believes in a different God than everyone else does, and that was one of my points last week that I didn't get to convey. But the point was he believes in a different God, and that was what I was going to tell you last week. And so the whole thing was, this is a different type of character that everyone is used to. I mean, that everyone is not used to. They're used to someone giving into someone else, posing as something else, but yet promoting something else on the back end. Whereas Trump was upfront as to what his belief system is and who he believes in. So he's completely separated from the group of people in terms of the 1%. He's separated from these people in the sense that he's a person who states and presents himself as someone who believes in the same God everyone else does in America, specifically.
So you're saying he's lying?
No. What I'm saying is that he is different in terms of his belief system, who he believes in, the God that he believes in, versus the God that the other people in the industry believe in.
Okay. Well, so the people in the industry believe in what we've talked about here in the evil God, right?
Yes, different. Yeah.
Okay.
Two completely different entities.
Right. Okay, and that's the God the industry worships. So you're saying basically what we have been saying is that Donald Trump believes in a different God. And that is a God of goodness, of the good side of
and they knew that he was going to win for some reason.
Then
Everyone knew he was going to win.
Well, but why that? How did they know he was going to? What if they knew he was going to win? Shouldn't they have tried a little harder to make him lose?
They tried.
No, they didn't. They didn't try at all.
So
basically going against everyone else's belief system. Basically was a dead giveaway. It was like, who are you going to vote for? This guy or the other guy?
And that's where people, shows like us, like Alex Jones, like we're trying to tell people there is two gods, the gods that we worship and the gods that they worship. All right.
Right.
And I believe. Oh no, I better not even say that. We're here, I believe, for a reason. And 5 years ago, there would not be any shows on the internet or TV, for that matter, talking about what we're talking about. I believe we started something here at Paranormal Central. For all those who have been following us for freaking 8-9 years, we started talking about Jesus and God and the Bible and going into people's homes and getting this evil out of their homes and in people. And we were the ones who started it here, I believe. I really do. And then after we started it, people started to follow in our footsteps and not being, because here, we didn't really give a what you thought. It's real. We're there. We see it. We hear it. Don't tell me it's not real. And I think the industry itself needed somebody to come out and really open up like we did. And after we did, we started seeing other shows come out of the woodwork. And hey, that's awesome. But now I'm not saying that we're taking the full credit on this at all. But for those who have been with us for years, know where we started and where we came from. And let me tell you, we were getting slammed, and I mean slammed, day after day after day by people calling us names, calling us out, saying bad things about my family, saying bad things about him, criticizing our just everything about us. Mm-hmm. They were going down on us hard. And there were some times where I almost said, I am done with this. Yeah. I am done. I mean, these trolls were freaking professional ass trolls, and they knew what to say to hurt me.
And me.
Okay, they were doing a fantastic job until I finally said, you know what? Nothing's going to hurt me. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And now we're at a point where
silence.
They stopped.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird how that happened. Now, if the Hollywood people, that they knew this was going to happen, then something tells me that they think as well. Time is near. The end times are coming. They knew what we probably know about Trump. Who is this dude? The dude was placed there for a reason. Is that what you're getting out of all this, Eddie? I mean, that.
No. What I got from all of this and what I've been told and stuff that I've been sharing with other people is and we're still working on this. Here's the thing. We're working on media campaigns that are going to cater to the elected president. So we're already looking toward, a year down the future, 2 years down the future. We already know what we're going to promote. So, but I'm not going to tell. I'd lose my job if I told you what we're doing. But the thing is, this happened already. This was expected. So now everything is a work in progress in terms of promoting what is happening now. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, last week, if I would have called and you would have answered the phone, I did call. If you would have answered the phone, I would have told you the same thing. This was going to happen. It would have been a completely different show. You would have been like, yeah, we knew this was going to happen. But this happened, and so now it's happening now. So I'm telling you, yes, things are in the works. This is all going to happen. This is good. things are gonna. Here's the thing. Before I go any further with all of this, here's the thing with Trump and the industry, with what everyone is saying now in Hollywood. Trump is either going to be the best thing that happened to America, or
the worst
he will
thing.
make mistakes, and become the worst president ever.
Yep.
So it's all dependent upon his decision making.
Right.
Now this guy, he's on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
He's been placed here. There's a reason why he's here.
Right.
So there's a purpose for him being here.
Right.
Now, most people know in the industry. So now, what is he going to do with this? Is he going to screw it up, or is he going to really do something great?
And I personally think because of who he is, and I talked about it last week, because of his ego this freaking big, he wants to prove to the world that he is the dude for this job. Mm-hmm. And he's going to kick some freaking ass, and he's not going to he's going to do the thing, he's going to, people are going to freak. That's the feeling I have. I do. Sorry, guys. I mean, if you guys don't believe in Trump, that's fine. Let's see what he can do. But I have a feeling because of the election, because of who he is. At one point, I know this is going to sound ridiculous, and I think I've said it once before, that I thought this guy was the Antichrist. Is Trump the Antichrist? Am I looking at this totally 180? Is all this planned to get him in office, and then all of a sudden he is the Antichrist because of what he has done, accomplished to get to this point? It's like, what? I mean, all of the people who was running against the establishment, he kicked all of their asses. On the primary votes, he received the most primary vote of any election ever. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, am I making a freaking ass out of myself right now trying to tell you guys this guy is the guy that you need to worship? Or did he throw a fast screwball and he's just, and all of this Hollywood business, like Eddie is saying, it's all freaking planned. Like I said, we live in the freaking most exciting times right now. We just have to wait and see. I mean, I don't feel that, though. I feel he is the right person at the right time for this job. I think when he said to Clinton, I'm going to freaking put your ass in jail where you belong because of the things that you're doing, I believed him. All right? So, trust me, Eddie, when I'm saying is like, sometimes I have to step back and say, where Trump is right now, it's like, frack. Who is this Antichrist that we're supposed to be seeing in the near future? Is it this dude? I mean, because
no,
and I don't think so, and that's what I'm getting at, because I feel something. Other people must feel exactly what I'm feeling as well. If you are, if you are a spiritual person, you have to be feeling what I'm feeling right now. I am excited for January the 1st to come around, because he is just going to start throwing fastballs. Shit is going to start happening, and you're going to see this stuff just, people are going to go, whoa, awesome. Did he just do that? Holy crap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, here's what I want to say about it. He's going to be that guy who does something. He's riding a wave, right? We all ride a wave.
Sure.
Everything goes up and down. This guy, he's going to ride the wave and he's going to laugh. We're all expecting this guy to do that. He's that one guy who nobody expects to get anywhere, but he got somewhere.
Right.
Because this guy had the intelligence to get there.
Right.
He had the intelligence to be blunt and forward with everything he did. And he said, you know what? I did this because I'm running for presidency. So he's not forgiving, and he's not expecting anyone to forgive what he said. He's like, look, dude, this is what happens. This is what you do when you're in my situation. Now, I'm going to do the best that I can when I'm here. And when he says, let's make America great again, he's not talking about America great again. America has never been great. What he was saying was, let's make America feel like the country we always felt it was and what it's going to be. So I think people need to change what he's saying in terms of how they accept what he said. It's because if you think about it, I mean, seriously, literally, America has never been great. It's been full of problems since day one. But if you want to make America great again, you think about the people. The people are what make America great. So if you're saying, let's make America great again, yes, it's that mindset, that emotion that people feel living here in terms of how they get ahead and make things for themselves and not being restricted by anything in any way, shape, or form. That's what he's referring to. So if they're saying, let's make America great again, and everyone's saying America great again, let's make America great again, then, dude, let's do it.
Yeah.
And that's what they're waiting for. That's what the industry is waiting for. Everybody's saying, look, this guy had a reality show. Well, Reagan was an actor, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He did great things.
Yeah.
He did good things, and some people hate Reagan. But same thing. I mean, you can apply that same rule to any president.
Sure. Well, now let's look at the Hollywood industry. All right, you guys are hurting big time. People are not going to see your movies. You know, your movies are just flopping left and right, and it's because people don't have the money anymore to go see these movies. All right, it's so freaking expensive for a popcorn or soda. Okay, so trust me when I say that you guys are hurting. The industry is hurting. What is it going to take for the industry to turn around? Well, it's going to take money in people's pockets. And that's what I think Trump is going to try to do, is put money back into your all pockets by bringing down the taxes, bringing down, I was just talking to somebody, texting somebody about the gas prices. All right. He's going to do the Keystone Pipeline, I believe. He's in for that. And the reason why is he wants to get rid of Saudi Arabia's oil. He's trying to say, screw you guys. We don't need your oil. We're going to freaking drill over here, bring it in from Alaska or Canada or wherever. And let me tell you, just by saying that, Saudi Arabia is going to go, wait. Okay, we bring down the price to $1.50. We bring it down to $1. Don't work on the pipeline. That's how Trump is going to make this work. He's going to scare the crap out of everybody. Look at Putin the day after. Yes, Trump is in. We need to get together. We need to become friends again. I was afraid Clinton was going to get in there and start World War III. Now she's not in there.
No, it's not. No, you're right about that.
Okay.
No, there are scripts right now.
Yeah, all of the
most.
Yeah,
unity.
And that's what everybody on the Democratic side was afraid. Oh my God, you believe Trump is going to be on that button and he's going to have his fingers on that button? That's not what this is all about. All right, look at Putin came out and said, dude, we need to get together. We need to drink some beers. We need to just let's become friends. Canada came out the same way. The Philippines dude came out the same way. They're all coming, and even Mexico said, okay, let's do something on that wall.
You know why? Is because he's been on that side.
Oh, he knows.
He deals with them.
Yeah, look at the stock market the day after, during that night or the day after it plummeted, but now it freaking rose to a 5-year high. Why? Because the industry, the people who are making money can see dollar signs because Trump is a money guy. Yeah. And let that work for everybody, you guys. Let it work for everybody.
Well, if they don't make a deal with us, they go back to what they were.
Yeah, I mean,
because we're the ones actually. There would be no country with wealth without us.
Because we buy everything you
That's
buy
right.
is China. Okay, so he's gonna
China
say
would be nothing.
and
without us.
Mexico.
Back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, in Mexico,
It happens. It's all about money.
It's
Yes.
all about money. And like I said, the guy is a businessman. He knows numbers. Put the freaking the numbers on the table.
He wrote
knows.
the book, The Art of the Deal.
Yes.
He's going to make some deals that's in our favor now.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, he's going to do it because he's going to say, nah, I did it. I told you I would.
Yeah.
And that's Trump. But you know what? Let him do it.
Yeah.
Let him say, nah. You follow me?
Yeah.
Let him. Let his ego, let his way of thinking make money for everybody, because he wants to go down as as the best president that ever lived. That's what he's thinking right now in the back of his mind. He is going to get his cabinet, from what I understand, he says he has to hire like 1,000 people under him that's going to work in the different areas of the government. It's just it all depends on who he chooses to work with him. And that's why right now, and a lot of people aren't going to like this, but he is going to Wall Street and he is getting the people who know how to
Make
deals. And he's going to bring those suckers in.
Yep.
And he with the suits, $1,000 suits and ties and smoking the freaking cigars. And they're going to sit down on there. They're going to go negotiate to China. They're going to say, we want this, or eh. And China's going to go, okay. Seriously.
And Saudi, all of them are.
Oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see things turn around. You're going to see things just freaking freak out, man. Trust me when I say this. I know am I like worshiping this dude Trump? You know what? I want to see everybody make some money.
You know what I think is funny?
Okay.
About the whole thing is these scared, the people that are scared, and some of them are saying, well, he's going to put, say Joe Blow that is in Hillary's been in politics. Uh-huh. Now he's going to put that guy in charge. What they don't realize is that guy is going to toe the line. He's not going to be like the old self that he used to do. He's going to be he's going to work like how Trump wants him to, because he knows Trump will say, well, you're fired. Fast, right?
I can tell you right now, Okay, hey,
Eddie. I don't think anyone's worried about getting fired.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie, I'm going to let you go, dude, but thanks for calling in.
Man, see you later, Ed.
All right,
okay.
Cool. All right, good talking to you guys.
Okay, you too.
I have more info, but next time.
Next week. Okay, thanks, man.
All right.
Okay, bye.
All right, cool.
Okay, so I know, man. Am I so gung ho right now over Trump? Why am I, guys? Is he like slipping me some money on the side to do this? No. I wish. Trust me.
No, but only
I wish.
Down the line, we all stand to rise and have money.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
Even the ones that are right now homeless.
Yes.
They possibly won't be homeless.
The people
there's
who
actually
are working
hope.
from paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. Let's hope that all changes, man. Let's hope that all changes.
A $36, what do they call it, Big Mac, because they keep on raising the
minimum wage.
Yeah, and that's those guys' agenda. That all is going to be turned around and dismantled and reworked.
Okay. But let me tell you, what scares me though, is that the elite, the people who he is fighting against, are going to try and they're going to try to take him out as well. Mm-hmm. That's what scares me.
See, that's where we come in, though. That's our job, is to protect him with prayer. Because really, like I was saying, it's a spirit. It's a spirit. It's a spirit that's running him. It's a spirit that got him in there. God made a miracle. I was calling it, I was saying it was like King Cyrus, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, like if anybody, and I've been saying this for a long time, and I've noticed other people saying it now, but in the Bible there's Babylon, and there was Nebuchadnezzar. He was a really good king, but at one point he screwed up, and then God took his mind away from him, made him crazy, and he went out and he was like grazing the pastures with the beasts of the pastures for 7 years. When he came back, he was a really good king. He built this empire. He was good for God. God worked with him. God blessed him. He didn't really believe in God. He was just doing good things for God's people, so God let him be a good king. He died. His son took over. He was a little twit. At one point, Nebuchadnezzar had taken all the stuff out of the temple, gold and everything, all the treasures of Jerusalem, and he had it. Well, his kid said, I'm going to go, they're going to have a party and an orgy. Let's go get the stuff from the temple, the gold stuff. And then they brought it in there, and they started drinking wine and getting partying and orgying, and pretty soon a hand came out of nowhere, supernatural now, right? And wrote something on the wall, and nobody could read it. And they had to call Daniel, that was in the den of lions, and supernaturally he lived because God closed their mouths. He came and read it and said, you're going to die. You done blew it. You just used God's stuff, his stuff or his temple. You just used it in a bad way. You're going to die. At that same point, right when that all was happening, Cyrus was told by God, all you had to do is block the river, and then they marched in unopposed, went straight to that dude and killed him. And all the people in there that was using the gold goblets. Not a God guy. Doesn't believe in God. He's a warrior, killer, but a very good king. He took over. God told him, hey, build Jerusalem. So he did. He rebuilt Jerusalem. He put everything back together. He told everybody, believe in God, I don't care. He ruled righteous. And it was the best time in history, okay? I see Trump like that. He's the Cyrus. Everybody's partying and they're doing the wrong thing and they're doing the spiritual bad stuff, right? Like they're not supposed to do. And here comes this guy that could be the Cyrus. He's going to take out the evil ones and go straight to him. He's not going to touch the people. Not one person in that city died. Only the elite ones are getting. So now the gig is up. All that evil that they're doing behind closed doors to get power over us, they use with the media and everything. And I mean, it's deep. We don't even know really what it is, but only all that is going to be revealed. And we're going to know. And we're actually going to see how evil it really is. I mean, that is going to be revealed to us.
Right now, the media are shitting in their pants.
Yes, they are.
They know they are done. They are freaking done, depending on what media.
They're like flaming the
are
fire
done.
for the rest of those guys out there that we believe in nice things and goody two shoes, and then they're out there like tearing up everybody's stuff. I thought they were for tolerance.
Yeah, well, like I said, things are going to change for the better, God willing, for the better. And I just, I feel it.
Heidi.
I hope you guys heard it in my voice tonight.
Yeah.
Only because it's just weird. The day after, I was like, I was just, wow. I was excited. I am excited for January the 1st or January the 20th, when he gets inaugurated. I don't know when I think it's January the 1st when he starts working.
21st.
21st?
He gets sworn in on the 20th.
And then you go, okay.
Yeah, and I was even doing like a numbers thing. Like Danny put that thing for 11/11/11 for the thing, and then I saw a thing for Trump. He was born on a certain year. When you add 7, his birthday is July something. You add 7 months, and on his very first full day in office, he will be 70 years old, 7 months old, 7 days old on his very, very first day, 777. And then he's for Jerusalem and Israel. He's going to be like this.
And I forgot to talk about that. Netanyahu also replied or did a video saying, thank you for Trump being elected. Because, if you read the Bible, it's all about Israel.
Yeah.
It is. So there is a lot of positive.
Well, what are they using? What are they using to terrorize us? Israel's nemesis. I mean, they're open the borders and let 500,000 more in, right? I mean, that's what they wanted to do. So, I mean, it really does revolve on that side of the world, and that's where that evil spirit comes from. And really, it's worldwide, but that's where its seat of power is there, in that part.
All right. Whew.
This is going to be interesting times, man. And
I can't
really
wait.
Is,
okay. Totally going off track here. I stayed up late last night, and this, a movie came on, a B movie back in the days of the 80s. I think I remember seeing it when I was small, but I don't remember it that well. But Fright Night, a vampire movie. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys who are into this stuff saw that or know what I'm talking about. There was one in the movie, one part, what I found very interesting that caught me. And again, it's about hints that they put in movies for you to catch if you are, I don't want to say smart enough, but if you know what to look for. Roddy McDowall, if you guys don't know who this guy is, he's the guy who played what's his name, Monkey in Planet of the Apes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, remember him? He's in this movie with, I don't know the other guy's actor, but I call him Herman's Head. If you guys remember that series a long time ago, but anyways, he was in that movie too. Roddy McDowall is going up the stairs, and he has a cross. Now, Roddy McDowall in this movie plays a movie star actor who goes after vampires, so everybody thinks he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't because he doesn't believe in vampires, I guess, at that point in time. But he's in this house where the main vampire lives, and he's walking up the stairs, and he has this cross in his hand, and Roddy McDowall is shaking in his boots, and he points it at the vampire, and the vampire looks at him and laughs, and goes up to the cross and puts his hand on the cross, and then Roddy McDowall is like, it didn't work, and then the vampire goes to him, you have to have faith in order for that to work.
Yep.
And I saw that and I went, holy smokes.
They're telling you right there.
They're telling you right there. It's the reason why it didn't work on the vampire. But then Herman's Head, the other actor, comes with his cross and he goes like this, and the vampire goes, whoa, and he runs away because he had faith in the cross. Roddy McDowall did not. Go get that movie. I swear it's in there. I caught it right off the bat. Sign, a signal right there telling you. Why would they put that in there? That's stupid. A stupid little line. But it makes frickin' sense when it comes to this stuff.
Maybe that's why they're afraid of Trump. He has something in him that he has faith.
Yeah,
Maybe. I mean, I don't know that for a fact.
Right.
I just know that they're afraid of him and they hate him.
They hate him big time. The establishment hates him. You know, the people who were for Hillary were coming out and say, look at, even the Republicans hate him. That's how bad this guy is. No, you're looking at that all wrong.
That's how good he is.
That's how good he is. It's how the reason why they hate him. So you need to really step back and reevaluate all of this that's happening to him. There's the reason why everybody in the industry hates him, because something is about to happen. Okay. All right. Whew. I need a break from my voice, man. I need another shot of tequila or something. Let me drink.
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor.
Let's get Heidi on. What do you say? Oh,
sounds good. Let me see.
Let her start doing some talking. Literally, my voice is gone, guys. Is that funny or what? Woo!
Well, you're just showing your passion.
Wow. Hope you guys like that, because I'm pumped. I am freaking pumped. All right.
Here I'm going to type on this.
Okay.
Type on that.
Let's go ahead and bring that down. Let my voice here just calm down a little bit. Yeah, calm down. Yeah, sorry guys. I really got into it. But can't you tell that I love this stuff? Is this stuff great? I don't care if it's about monsters or UFOs or whatever, but this supernatural.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hi, Heidi.
How's it going?
It's going.
Cool. Let me turn my video thing on.
Okay. It is going.
Hey, you can see me this week.
How's it going there? I see you. Good. Awesome.
It is
It's
going.
not doing too bad. It's not doing
That's
too
cool.
bad.
You know, it's so funny, Jeff, talking about that quote from the movie. I use that quote a lot about the faith thing, and I always, for some reason, thought it was Salem's Lot, but it was Fright Night.
Wow. Is that weird?
Yeah, I love that one, and I think I threw it in a book of mine too. Yeah,
Wow.
I love it. I love that. 'Cause
It's like,
it's true.
yeah. I mean, last night out of the whole movie, I was going, this is a stupid movie. I mean, this is really. I mean, I was looking, I'm just letting. I mean, the graphics and everything was cool, or I'm not the graphics, but the special effects and old school, right? But
Right.
when they said that line, it's like, boom. It's like,
Right.
wow, that hit me. Out of the whole movie, that line hit me. And I'm going, wow, very cool. But I had to say that. Okay.
Yeah, I love that one. And I am so sorry. I have to tell you guys, I'm not a fan of Trump.
I know,
That's okay.
I know. That's
just
okay.
not-
I know.
There was too much to have to ignore. You know, he was entertaining for me for a minute, and then he just got mean, and it wasn't necessary to get his message out. You know, I just don't understand the meanness. I never like mean people, so that's just me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I have a feeling that it really wasn't him so much being mean. It was the
People being mean to him and he was retaliating. I think.
I mean, the news was they were roasting the poor guy.
Let me tell you
know.
something. When I
And
first
who wouldn't fight back?
when I first started,
They were
when I
killing
first,
him.
when I first started doing this, and we got our first Bigfoot photograph that David Ragosa got on his camera, and it was in 2007. And he told me, when I said, David, can I please put this, photograph on my website? I mean, this is the golden ticket. And he goes, sure, but you're going to get slammed. And I didn't understand what he meant by that. He goes, people are going to make fun of you. They're going to slam you for that picture. They're going to think it's a hoax. I said, how can they? It's here it is. So I did it. I placed it on the on my website, and I got slammed by everybody in the business of Bigfoot. They just said, that's ridiculous. It's a tree. It's a shadow. But I knew what I had. So you know what I did? I went and I
fought back.
I fought back.
Yeah, he fought
and
back.
and you know what? They didn't like it. Nobody liked it. I fought back with a vengeance, man. They were throwing crap out at me. I was coming back with them with lines and telling them and showing them this and that and this and no one has ever done that before in this business. And I remember I had people coming to me, texting me, and not texting me back then, it was email. Go Jeff, get him, because people didn't do that. When they went after you and said, you're a loser, you're a hoaxer, get out of town, they would just go and hide in the corner and not do anything. And I am not that way.
Yeah.
And I see Trump that way as well. If you're going to go after him, man, you better have something on him or else he's going to come after you. And that's the way I fight as well. Let me tell you that.
That's cool to be that way, but the problem that I ran into, I don't care if I put a smiley face next to the name Obama, and Trump supporters were vicious to me, nasty, for no reason. It's like suppressing other people's opinions. I mean, it's my page. And I'm like, and I'd always have to put, please, keep your negative comments to yourself. I happen to like the things that this president is aiming for. Leave me alone. No. It's always constant. So it got to the point sometimes I would just delete the friend, delete the post because it was just mental. I mean, I couldn't take it anymore. But it's like everybody's opinion matters,
Sure.
and I think that everybody should have the choice to be able to express that. But it almost seemed to be an agenda of sorts, and I understand Trump is not part of the typical political group, so that's cool to be an outsider, but again I just think that there's a better way. I don't think he had to point out every group that was different from him to hate on. I mean, I don't know, what did they do to him all the time, that he had to say some of the things he did. I don't understand it. But one of the things though, people are upset about the protests, but I've always been upset about the Tea Party that formed, on the day of President Obama's inauguration, and the things that they did, spitting in congressmen's faces, putting nooses around dolls of Obama. I mean, they were nasty. Mm-hmm. And so, these people are getting angry, but the Tea Partiers have a huge movement, and they're still going strong, all thanks to President Obama being in the office. So it's nothing new for people to be angry. And I do hope, I like Obama's stance, let's all pull it together and hope that the country moves forward instead of hating on the man. So
I'm with you there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm there too. It's just that right now, the way the protesters are rioting and damaging and setting things on fire, breaking things.
That's the millennials.
That right there to me is if I was president, I would put a halt to it, and it's just, I'm not hearing anything from Obama at this point in time. I don't understand why he hasn't come out, or even Clinton. Where's Clinton? Clinton is just vanished into thin air. Where in the hell is she?
She did say give him a chance, though.
Give him a chance to burn down bigger buildings, maybe?
Well, how bad is it getting over in L.A.? I haven't heard of that over here in Chicago.
There's fires everywhere. Are you not watching what's happening out there? There's people, they're
beating up old men.
They're beating up veterans.
Oh, that was one guy here in Chicago. They beat up old men for fun anyways over here. That's Chicago. They're like, you look at the Cubs wrong, they'll pop you in the nose.
that is Obama's city, though, isn't it?
Well, not really. He's from Hawaii. I mean, it's like he adopted the city, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just is what it is.
Right.
But people will be people.
Right. So, okay. All right. So what do you got? Oh, you sent me over some stuff.
I did.
And I'm glad that one of the videos that you sent over with the Trumps and let's talk about that.
All right. You want to get to that one first?
Sure. Let's talk about that one.
Okay. All right. I know that the speculation is it is CGI. And then I also had, I did a little bit of research and found that there was somebody who lives in Israel, and he was saying, these formations of these clouds happen around here minus the sound effects and everything. So it's like, okay, and then there's also another video out there of another angle of this.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the audio up so people can actually hear this.
I seen one of those for a CERN video one time too. Did you see that one?
I have, yes, yeah. This is a wild, and they said now the rumor was too, but this isn't true. The rumor was this happened right. It's the end of the world because the new Antichrist has been crowned king as the president of the United States.
Stateline Nevada.
That's funny, but this actually started getting circulated.
Quita el teléfono.
I had to bring the audio.
Bana tuhaf. מאיפה זה מגיע? צלם מלמטה. תביא את הטלפון.
וואו. וואו, מה זה?
Okay.
Oh, I know what that says.
Check on that and see here.
I had some girl report a triangle to me just only day before yesterday.
Here in Fresno?
No, Kentucky, I think, or Tennessee.
Okay.
But she said it was like treetop level, a triangle. She was coming straight at it. They were coming, like this.
At the picture there.
And she said it was quiet. She couldn't pick her camera up. She wanted to take a picture so bad, but something was keeping her driving and not stopping. And she was like, I want to take a picture, but she couldn't stop and grab her camera. And I found that kind of trippy.
Wow. Like she was memorized, and that goes for people who witness Bigfoots in the mountains, and they have a cell phone in their pockets, but yet they don't want to take their eyes off of what they're witnessing in fear that they're going to miss something spectacular. And that's why they keep looking at it, and all of a sudden it goes away, whatever it is, and they go, son of a eep. I had the phone in my hand or my pocket, and I didn't bring it out. Because it takes time to turn it on, hit the keypad, hit your number to access code. All that takes time.
Well, she's seen it in the seat, was looking at it, saying, I need to stop and take your picture, but only something was like keeping her going. It was weird.
That is weird.
Wow, that totally happened to me with several UFOs overhead with about 5-6 of my friends, and my camera was right in the car. But I know how fast those things could take off, and I did not get it. I didn't get the camera.
Well, yep, it happens. That's the way it goes.
Sure enough.
Every time I see something, I never have a camera. I'm just like, oh my God, I wish I had a camera.
I was just checking to see if around October 1st if there were any unique UFO sightings at that time, and I don't see any here. So it wasn't around then.
I like your necklace.
Oh, gee, thanks. Oh, I never take this thing off.
Really? It's pretty.
Thanks. Yeah, no, this is what keeps shadow people away from me. That lovely stuff.
Cool. Okay, so the next.
So what do you guys think of that?
Okay, when it first came out, you remember that UFO incident in I think it was Jerusalem, right? Oh, the rock, the
Dome of the Rock.
The Dome of the Rock. Remember that UFO that supposedly came down, hovered, and shot right up?
Yeah.
Everybody said, "Oh my God!" And it was at different angles, and people were saying, "It's real, it's real." But come to find out that it was college students actually doing a film project.
Right.
Right. So, it's very weird that. It's hard nowadays with the technology, man.
It is.
I mean, I don't care where you're at in this world. You can be in where they're at in Jerusalem. The incomes are way down, but you can do this stuff now on a cell phone.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's like
It really is.
Yeah.
And you think that a bigger media would have caught on to this? That was my one suspicion of it not being quite legit, because others would have been talking about it. And I do have friends in Israel. I actually was trying to get a hold of them to
see, and that's a good thing. It's the only way you can confirm something like this is by somebody being there that you know.
Right.
It's the only way. It's the only way. And when you do find out, like Heidi, for example, if you had a friend, getting that friend on the air and telling everybody, dude, I was there. I heard it. Oh, my God, it was awesome. And there you go. Verification. Because we're not going to lie to you here. If we can't find a witness, I'm not going to go make up somebody and bring them on just to, no.
But it is cool looking and weird.
Yeah. And you said and you said somebody else got it at a different angle, right?
Yeah, I could not find. They said that the video was taken down, but there was another video that was shot. There was a website that I put it on my Facebook page that says it was confirmed that there was another angle, a video, and but then the video link they had, it was taken down. It was removed.
Interesting.
So I'm like, okay, how do we know for sure then that this is legit?
Right. Well, it looks cool. By just looking at it, it's hard. It's hard. I would like for it to be real.
Right.
And over Jerusalem, that's where it was, Jerusalem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, of places of all places for something like this to happen, and then all of a sudden you hear Trump noises. It's like, come on. It's like, is there a meaning here someplace?
Yeah,
I
Trump
wish it
noises.
was on election night.
Can you imagine? You imagine?
That would have been crazy.
Or it could be Bluebeam.
Could be Bluebeam.
Them goofing around and trying to psych us out or something, and I don't know. So.
I heard the Bluebeam thing is like everywhere where they have these kind of sightings like that, 600% more aluminum and barium, and it's actually to have like a screen in the sky, and they have to have it. Otherwise, no beam.
That ain't gonna work.
Nothing works.
Interesting.
It would be shooting it out into space. Nobody could see it.
Okay, so the next one is real UFO sighting Oh no! You got another one before that. It's
Lake Michigan
it says Alerta Roja. Oh, hold on.
at Italy.
Okay, is that the one? That's the one I got coming up right now.
It could be.
Yeah, it is Italy.
Okay,
Looks like a
all right.
diamond or something out there.
Yeah, this is a pretty neat looking piece of footage. This is what it said. I had to put it through the translator, and I'm like, it's from Italy, so I put it through the translator for Italian. Nope, it's Spanish. I'm like, okay. So November 2nd of this year, Lico, Italy. And it says that Gabriel Tim shares with us these images where they were allegedly captured in the skies of Lico, Lombardy, Italy on November 2nd by Giuseppe Filipponia. And it says they analyzed images with the help of Midillo Carota, where very interesting, I don't know what this word is, I've never seen it before, pareidolia could be discovered. I don't know what the heck that is. They're saying, could it be a huge extraterrestrial ship or a meteorological phenomenon known as, here's another weird name, Colobonius. The strange thing is the spheres that accompany this event. So there's spheres that also show up, apparently.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
That is. That's cool.
Predator.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I like the cool looking ones like that.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one.
Okay.
That one looked like it had substance, like when they changed the coloring on it. It looked pretty solid in there,
Yeah.
Once they changed it to a different color.
Okay, this one's over Lake Michigan, and it's playing now.
Yeah, this is November 6th of 2016, and apparently there's been a lot of activity going on. I didn't catch, there was no information that stated exactly what part of Lake Michigan, where they're filming from. It is not from the Chicago area that I could tell. Did not look like it anyways, but looks awfully similar to the ones that we talked about a couple of shows ago.
It does.
The ones that I seen even. I was like, wow. I mean, are those flares?
Are they like falling down like flares? It's hard to tell, huh?
But this happened on the 6th of November. I mean,
that
would somebody
blinking?
Yeah, I see some of them blinking.
Yeah.
Just one of them, but on the other ones, are they falling?
I don't know. It's hard to say. They're over the water though, right?
Yep.
See, they could be flares. Whoa, that looks like it shot something out. Did you see that?
Mm-mm. Now, if that's what you saw, I didn't see it. I wasn't looking at which one you were looking at.
The one that just went out of the screen at the top looked like it shot something down.
I don't know.
It could have been just a anomaly, like video
like
artifact.
Well, that or like you said, if it was a flare, the actual sparks coming off the flare, and maybe that's what you think you saw. But otherwise,
See, those kind of look like flares. What in the heck?
Getting a lot of these lately, right?
Yeah.
Well, that one going across from left to right now, that's probably an airplane. And those other ones that are just in stationary position, if they were flares, they should have already, even with
we would see them
little
moving
parachutes,
right
they
now.
would have, they would have been going down already.
But see how they're starting to go out?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, that one right there that I'm circling is an airplane. I can see it. I can see the blinking light on it. Check out that girl who just walked by was looking at the lights as well.
See, that's cool. Then it gives it like you believe it more.
Yeah, it's like okay, this not done on the computer, because she just walked by and was looking at the lights and like, do you see that?
I guess it's really, they aren't going out really. They should be already gone out.
Very cool.
Okay. That was for a
cool
long
find.
time. Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay.
Actually, so far, they've all been good.
I love latestufos.com. That they have some pretty good ones. It's just sometimes they tweak the years. And I'm like, why did you guys do that?
It's all about the money.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I'm like, that's bizarre. But I have, that's it for the images. And
Okay.
well, hold on. I have the comics. I did send you guys the comics.
All right. I have the one with the bunny rabbit and the bird.
I was just having fun with, it's the fall season. Yeah, I don't know how much the seasons turn over where you're at, but over here it's getting rather brisk and the leaves are dying. So I'm like, playing in the leaves is a big deal over here.
It's 70 something degrees today.
Oh, you know what? Just bite me.
Man, I was out last night in a t-shirt and flip-flops at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Oh gosh, yeah, over here. Last night it got to 24 degrees.
What? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Just a
About
bit.
to become Arctic.
Just
That's how come I won't go there. My sister, my daughter, 2 of my sons, they live in Indiana. Or my sister lives in Wisconsin, but my other kids live in Indiana. And I know permafrost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the ground freezes like 3 feet or something like that. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I can't go. I can't even take the 70 degrees hardly. It hits 52. I'm freaking out.
It looks like the comics are getting cut off somehow.
Are they?
Cut off?
The bottom. Yeah, the bottom's not showing on it.
Oh, there you go. How about there?
See, that's a pit bull Bigfoot.
That's a bit.
He likes to hang on the branches.
Yeah, but the alien thinks that it's a human that's evolved. So there you go.
Oh. I love it. And I want some underwear like the alien.
Oh, his underwear get even more interesting. It's actually kind of a skirt. I think the other comic got cut off too on the bottom. I don't know if people could see it, but oh well.
Let me see. Let me go back.
But I'm having this story, develop. So it's like talking about the new alien neighbors, and the neighbors are discovering Bigfoot as well.
Okay, got the other one back up, and I actually zoomed in on it, so that's what it was.
Yay! So I had a question that was sent in specifically for this show, and I think it's quite appropriate for you guys to address this one. This person says, my question is, have you heard of anyone that's ever scared off a Bigfoot by calling on the name of Jesus? I know the Bible says that demons fear and tremble in the name of Jesus. Just curious. Thank you, Dana H.
I don't think we had the opportunity to yet.
No, not us. We haven't. Well, no, only because we haven't run into one. And these people who luckily get to see one in person, they don't think using the word. Why would even Jesus come up in the first place?
Oh, Jesus, while you're running, screaming, scared.
Like, Jesus Christ, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me.
Yeah, nobody thinks of it, and then the ones that disappear completely, you don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't know if they used it or didn't use it.
Man.
But only if it ever tries to get me, you can bet your bippy I'll be using that name.
Right.
And if it works, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Right. So you consider them in the category of something being demonic that would respond to that?
I think so.
We're starting to find more and more evidence that And I didn't. I mean, like 5 years ago, if you would have said that to me, it would no. But nowadays, it's more and more.
What happened to Cheryl, my wife, and the flies about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, with the flies attacking her because a Bigfoot whistled at her and tried to get her to come into the tree line. And and when she got home, she got really, really sick. Really, really sick.
She was actually starting to get sick there.
Yeah. And the day of or the day after, she didn't go to work, and all of a sudden, she was being attacked by a bunch of flies.
In the house.
In the house.
And there's never flies in the house.
Yeah, and she had about 30.
And they only stayed around her.
Yeah, only around her while she's sweating, and she's like, I don't feel good. She's like, I'm feeling sick. She's feeling sick. And then, here my son and me are trying to kill all these flies that are coming through the cracks of these windows only to attack her.
You should have took a video of that.
But see, we didn't think about the fly
Yeah.
situation. You know,
Yeah.
We hadn't put it together.
It didn't put it together. I mean, come on, that stuff doesn't happen to us. And
Right.
and then later that night, we actually talked about it, and I said, "Oh shit!" Excuse me. I actually went up and I put my hand on her forehead, and I actually prayed it out, and then she got better really quick.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Gosh,
And the flies went away.
Absolutely amazing. It's really, really scary, the realizations that are going on with these creatures. I was told a long time ago that, like, the lake monsters are the beasts written of in Revelations.
Could be.
Yeah. So it's like, man, all these things are kind of coming forward to reveal that they're not so sweet and cuddly. And Kathleen Martin of MUFON, who essentially covers all the abduction cases in the world, I had to ask her, I'm like, tell me the honest truth. Things are changing, aren't they, as far as alien abductions are concerned? And she's like, oh, yeah. She's like, I wasn't prepared to talk about this. She said, but they're turning demonic. I said, well, what do you mean? And she's like, outright possessions. And people are not reporting seeing aliens coming to abduct them. And I'm like, well, do they look the same? She's like, yep. I'm like, oh, they look like aliens, but they're acting very demonic. She's like, I'm talking about possessing people, causing them to murder people. An elderly couple did this. Elderly woman that was married to this guy murdered somebody, got possessed by aliens. So, yeah.
See, and I think I'm finding through the research that's true. Okay. Totally true. Then, and I'm also calling out right now that, and I'm not trying to be political or anything, I'm just saying, be watchful as we watch this demonic spirit or spirits, plural, that we're thinking it's all, like Democrats and this and that and everybody's opinion, but we're going to start seeing the real evil being opened up to us, what they've been doing in behind closed doors and everything for their to get power.
And we're talking Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah, all of them.
We're talking all
everybody.
Of them. The establishment itself, the elite, NWO, Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, they're all the same.
They're all that's going to be revealed to us. And we're going to really see everyone for what they really are. And this is going to be interesting because we're already seeing it like
over with and rip my face off.
but I mean we're already seeing it like with the Bigfoot.
Do it. Our numbers will go up.
All these years we've been chasing Bigfoots and it was just a biological entity, hairy beast guy, right?
There, I've revealed myself.
A Ferengi.
Yeah, a Ferengi. It's Quark. Yep.
Yeah, but only everybody should be like watching because we're gonna actually God's gonna reveal all this stuff to us now, and what's really cool, I think, out of the whole thing is it's gonna be hard to deny that He is not real. See, right now it's easy. And when I say that, I'm going to get attacked like a big dog. I mean, these people are going to come after me for saying these things. But it's going to be harder and harder to say He is not real because of all the evil being revealed. Yeah, I mean, right now it's hard to say that evil's not real.
I mean, the pictures that I showed last week with the spirit cooking and all that crap. I mean,
crazy.
It's like, why would people even do that?
Yeah.
There's a reason for it, man. There's absolutely a reason, and it's not good.
No.
All right. So little by little, stuff like that, pictures are going to come out. What I understand from my sources that they have video. Okay, they have video, very damaging video, that they're going to put out here pretty soon, and it's going to reveal who. I'm not going to say who it is, but trust me, it's going to blow people away.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And it's not going to stop.
All right.
It's going to go around the world. I'm not just talking about our politicians. I'm talking about all around the world. Evil is going to be revealed. What's been done in the dark is now going to be coming out in the light.
Right.
And it ain't going to like it.
On
people are going to be tripping because they didn't think like that.
On election night, I believe in New York, they had like almost 5,000 or 10,000 people on the streets, and there was I think it was during the day, a certain section where they were having bands, Christian bands playing, and they were doing prayers out loud, and everybody was praying out loud. The media didn't even once show that on TV at all.
Wow.
At all. And they were doing that on the day of the election in New York. They had several streets blocked off, and I saw pictures, video of thousands of people singing to these Christian bands. There was thousands, and they were praising, God. They were, hands were up. They were praying for a calm election and all that. But you didn't see that. The media did not show you that.
Yeah,
Like, wow.
They're still doing that.
Right.
The media is still
the media is now showing you
fanning the flames
bad stuff that's going on, and it's just the way it is.
It's kind of bad.
Yeah. So.
Oh well, but only Jesus is no joke, and he's going to be bringing everything to the light.
Truly.
And we all get to see it. That's what the cool thing is. And a lot of our opinions will change, and we'll probably unify way more than it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
It'll start unifying everyone.
Right.
Which I think is cool.
Absolutely. So,
It's getting interesting, that's for sure.
Absolutely. We're already at 8:20, man. So
Okay.
we're not going to be able to do any darn it.
We're already over,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah, we're way over.
That's
20
all
minutes
good.
over. So, we'll do it next week. Okay.
Sounds good. You guys have a
All right.
wonderful
Bye, Heidi.
evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Take
See
care.
you later.
See ya.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. God, I didn't
gotta
realize.
figure out how to do this.
I didn't realize we're that far out. Okay. Well,
It was, to me, I had fun. This is like fun.
it went by really quick, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's going to get really interesting.
yes.
And everybody, thank you for sharing the videos and going on our YouTube and liking the videos and going to live stream and following us and everything. That is so cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I went off on a tangent tonight. It was because I just felt it. I had to. I hope I didn't piss anybody off. It's just the way I feel. I think exciting times are ahead. Whether you're for or against whatever's happening right now, it's going to get crazy and exciting. I would get the popcorn and some soda, sit back, and it's going to get pretty crazy and wild. So just stay tuned. So, all right, that's it for us. We are done, and I hit the button, and nothing is happening because I have it on mute. There it is. All right, for Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas and Danny Valderrama and Heidi Hollis, I want to say thank you for showing up tonight. We have a special guest who's going to call in tomorrow, next week. Hope you guys tune in. I can't tell you who it is until Friday. Bye.
You have been listening to Paranormal Central with Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting worldwide at paranormalcentral.net and on our. Stay tuned for next time. Remember to keep your eyes to the skies. And we hope you witness something you cannot explain.